Dictation 76-77. Madam, coming to the question of center-state fiscal relationship, our demand is that the center-state fiscal relation should be changed lock, stock and barrel. April 25th witnessed a meeting of some chief ministers. They had very detailed discussions and they have come out with concrete proposals in relation to the problems that are to be brought about in the center-state fiscal relationship. I hope the proposals made by the chief ministers at their meeting would be seriously considered by the central government. Coming to the distribution between direct and indirect taxes, the policy of the government is very much discerning in this respect also. During the early 50s, the ratio used to be almost 50-50. Even then, the general ratio between direct and indirect taxes after that and even till today is 80% indirect taxes and 20% direct taxes. The term indirect taxes is not correct. It should be pickpocketing instead of indirect taxes. The better term should be pickpocketing by the government. This is the policy being followed by the center. Therefore, how can you claim that you are looking after the interests of the poor people? We demand that the whole approach in this regard, in regard to the ratio between direct and indirect taxes, should be changed. In fact, it should be reversed. It should be 20% indirect taxes and 80% direct taxes. That is our proposal. Madam, I have mentioned about the disastrous path of debt trap which is being followed by our country. I do not want to elaborate or narrate the experience of the Latin American countries. Members know about this. Even the government knows about this. But in practice, nothing is being done. The government is going in for more and more foreign aid. I hope the central government will come out with concrete proposals to put an end to the present policy of relying on foreign aid. Madam, various states in the country are faced with very serious and unprecedented drought. We have been demanding that there should be immediate help. The most important thing is that there should be some long-term planning on the part of the government to tackle the drought situation as well as the flood situation. This is what is lacking in our country. If my memory serves me right, only 22% of the water resources in the country is being tapped today. I think my information is correct. There is no scientific planning to have a long-term understanding and perspective to tackle the drought situation. I hope the government will come out with concrete proposals. In this connection, I would like to reiterate the demand of my home state, Kerala. The overall loss of Kerala due to drought comes to more than 1,000 crores, and the Kerala government demanded aid of rupees 500 crores from the center to give relief to the affected people. Sir, it is most unfortunate that rupees 10 crores announced by the Prime Minister during the time of the previous Congress government has not been given so far. We are thankful to the Prime Minister that at least rupees 10 crores which has been given now will be utilized in time. We are having a buffer stock of 300 lakh tons of food grains. At a time when socio-economic policies are being pursued by the present government, we hear poignant stories of starvation deaths from various parts of the country. I do not want to mention any particular place. Certain starvation deaths come to the notice of the country because that gets reported in the press. Even when we are discussing this particular subject here in this august house, I may say with pain that in far-flung corners of our country there may be hundreds of people dying due to starvation, particularly when we have 3 lakh tons of stock. In this connection, our earnest request through you to the central government is to utilize the food grains for employment generation program. Why cannot this be utilized for employment generation program? Even when state governments come out with concrete proposals for employment generation, the central government is not cooperating. Kerala is having 3% of our country's population. So rightly we can claim 10 lakh tons of food grains that is available with the central government to be given to the state of Kerala, so that a concrete project that has been worked out by the left and democratic government of Kerala to give employment to 10 lakh youths utilizing these 10 lakh tons of food grains and mobilizing resources from the state's capacity can be implemented. Sir, the left front government of West Bengal during the last 10 years has been doing something in this direction, but unfortunately the central government has not been cooperating with the efforts of the state governments of left front in West Bengal and Tripura in implementing these things. I hope this policy of the government will be changed so that the 3 crores unemployed youths we are having in the country can be put to this work. They are prepared to generate value, but they are not being given an opportunity. Sir, when we talk of our country going into the 21st century with the highest number of illiterates in the world, with the highest number of unemployed in the world, with the highest number of poverty-stricken people in the world, if that shameful experience is to be prevented from our motherland, the economic policy of the central government have to be changed lock, stock and barrel. The educated unemployed can be utilized to eradicate illiteracy. What a shame it is that we have nearly 3 crores educated unemployed youth, and at the same time we have more than 40 crores illiterates in our country. How are you going to solve the problems of these people in the country.
अगर आपको हमारा डिक्टेशन अच्छा लगता है, पसंद आता है, तो आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें, जिससे कि आने वाला नोटिफिकेशन सबसे पहले आपको मिल सके।